Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. In today's video, what we'll be doing will be drop down menu using just HTML and CSS. So when you mouse over an item that has a drop down or an hidden item, you get this roll up or roll down. And as you mouse out, it rolls out back or rolls up back. So this is what we are going to do. It's very simple. It's a short video. So this is what we are going to do in this video. Let's get right into the video. So come to the HTML. So we're going to start everything. So I have just two CSS, two empty files, a dropdown.html and an app.css. So let's get right into this. So I'll just use the shortcut Shift-1 to fill up the boilerplate. Then I'll change this to drop down menu using HTML and CSS. So move on with the header. And I'll create a class of container. Then I'll have two areas inside the container, the irregular, the logo area on the left and the menu area, the right. I'll just call this area. Then I'll create an image part. Now I don't know if I have, I think I have an. So I'll just call this ESL media logo. I'll just put this part. So this part of the logo area is complete. So I'll just call this area and create another comment and call this the menu area. Then create a class of menu area and ul.menu. Then the list area, time. Let me just run. Okay. Hash. Or this as home and just duplicate it 4 times. So to duplicate 4 times, you just use your Shift Alt. I'm on Mac, so I think on Windows Shift Alt. On Mac is Shift Option. So let's continue. About portfolio, services, and the last one is contact. Let's go live. This guy looks like. This is what we have now. We now need to create the drop down. Now the drop down, how the drop down works, if you're using list like this, is immediately after the anchor tag, the A tag, before your closing list, just tap down like this and you start another UL. So I'm going to call this UL drop down. So you're going to start another list inside another list. So I've called this drop down. I'll just do the same thing I did, just the same regular way. This time around, I will now call the services maybe UX UI design. We just did 3 times. change this something else. Call this. Let's call this motion design. And this last one, call it web development. Go back to it. This is how we have it now. So this is just pretty much this is the only thing we are going to have in our HTML. Now the bulk of the job will be coming from CSS. So now let's link our CSS. Oh, not supposed to be style, app. So let's app. So the app is empty. So we're going to start from the scratch. So let's do header. Or rather, we start with our boilerplate the way I normally do it. Okay. After, I'm going to do before. So we have box sizing, border box sizing, border box. So we have what's that one now? Margin. So we're going to add margin 0, padding 0. So just to collapse everything. Then I'm going to do I think it's body. Okay. Color. Just do 353435. Just to have some sort of. Then font family. Let's just do cedar. And that's just basically that's what I want to do. Then I'll just create general or let me call this menu styling. So we'll move on. So I'll call this header. So I'll just create a background for the header, a background color. So I'll use RGB 4466. So let's just see what we've done so far. This is how it looks. Add position relative. Move on down. So header, the container class. We have the container class. So we have display flex. And we have justify content. Space between. Align items center. Right. Then I'll do margin because I need to center it. Container. Then I'll add width of 80%. Okay. So this is what we have now. Yes, it's coming up. It's coming up. So we have our logo area image, because that's the logo area. Yeah, HTML. So we have the logo area. Let's go back and we just let's use display block for the image. Then width, say 25%. Okay, now let's go. Good. Oh, the container is margin auto. I just did only margin 0. It's margin 0 auto, not margin 0. That's how now we have it actually now. So after the logo area, come down to the menu area, ul.menu, which is the class we gave to the list item. So all the display inline block, And mind you, please, there are several ways this can be done. Doesn't necessarily have to be this my way. There are several other ways. So 2 rem up and down, then 1 rem left and right. So, if you follow my video on other video now on margin and padding using the crop method. If you want to see the video, I will put a description, or even on the card up there, you see a video where you see a link where you can go and watch the video, how it works. I'm telling you, if you watch it, you will have a better understanding of margin and padding. So let's go ahead. So this is, let's see. So this is what we have now. So let's move on. So the next one is UL again, menu. So but we now need to work on the anchor tags, the A tags. So I'll just add color white, FFF, right? Then we have cursor, pointer, display, block. Then we have text decoration. Remove the underline, text decoration none. Let's check it again. This is what we have. Where it is now. Let's go back. Continue. UL menu. List A on over. What happens when you over on the text? So we can just change the color to D9. I'll just be checking as we go along. Just okay. Move on to the next step. UL. I think it's UL menu area. List, which is the we have UL list. Then we now need to target the inner UL that we created, which is the drop down, because we need to hide it. That's why we now need to do a lot of jobs. So we have our background color. I'll just do RGB 61, 167, 228. Let's move on. We have max height. So max height will be 0. So to hide it. Then we have position absolute. Because our position absolute, our list here is position relative. This is position relative. So this must be there for absolute to work. So come back to position absolute, and we add our left 0, top 100%, transition. So now the way I'm going to do the transition, I'm going to do transition on max height, visibility, and opacity, because I'm also going to add opacity later if I actually want to add opacity. So we can do opacity, opacity 0. Now in the transition, I can now do opacity 0.5 seconds, ease in or easing out, with a comma. I'll do max height dot 5 seconds, easing out. I'll do the last one, which is visibility, which I've not added, which I'm going to add now. But 5 seconds, easing and out. Okay. Then I will now add visibility hidden. So let's see if what we have done so far is now. So nothing is happening. So we'll go back and continue. Then we have ul.menu list. On the list, we overhit and use your greater than sign. Drop down, comma, create another ul.menu, have list, then the inner ul on over, because we want it to now show back, open back. So we have height is 500 pixels. We can do our opacity since we have opacity 1, max height, then visibility, right? So we have this. So now let's go back. It was it now. Dropping. But the height is too much. So those are the things. That's what we're going to correct in the next part. So move on to ul.menu, list ul.drop down, because now we are going to be targeting the drop down, the list inside. So we have border bottom, 1 pixels, solid, white, border bottom. Okay. Then we have what we call clear both, or clear both. Padding 0, then width 100%. Okay, let's see what we've done so far. This is what we have so far. Let's move on. The last part, ul.menu, list ul.drop down, list A. So we have display, block. Let's add padding. Now we can add 1.15 rem and 2 rems. 1.15 rem up and down. That's then top and bottom. 2 rem left and right. Then we can do white space. I don't want it to break. We'll just do no wrap. So let's see. So this is what you get. So you can just follow and add any other drop down to what you want. This is basically how far we have done. So you see that it drops. You can create anyhow you want it. So you can see how this is done. You can go back, watch the video, play it back. And I hope you enjoy this video. It's a short one, very easy to understand. And if you have any comments or want me to retake this in another way, I'll be glad to create another video. Thank you for being part of us. Please consider subscribing if you have not subscribed to our channel. Share our videos, like our videos, because it will help us to reach more people, especially those who are new in web development, as we try to reach as many as we can. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.